Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a hopefully, for everyone watching this at home, relaxed Sunday afternoon episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, today this is dedicated to Happy Mother's Day to all the good mothers out there who have tried their best, at least, to raise up good kids who, even if they aren't making a big impact on the world, at least are sort of good, honest, hard-working people who are just nice to be around. So 20 mums that have at least tried to do that in their lives. This episode goes out to you, and to my mum in particular. Happy Mother's Day. Now, I don't know if my mum would possibly be into this drink we're going to review today, but we're taking a look at the canned version of Smile, which is an IPA, or Indian Pale Ale, by Franklins Brewing Company, who we have reviewed a couple of their drinks before. So, and we do get them on for some of their guest ales at Falmer Bar sometimes. So, yeah, no, they make some good drinks. Some are a little bit hit and miss, but generally for the most part, I do really like their stuff. So, yeah, no, I'm interested in trying this. I think I have had this before, but it's been so long now since I had it that I can't really remember. The allergens to note, it says on the back, it does say in quite big writing, is it does have gluten, wheat and barley in it. And it doesn't have much of a description, actually. All it says is Smile, big hoppy American IPA full of citrus fruit flavour and aroma. So it just sounds like an honest, down-to-earth, simple IPA, which is just what I like. Fairly stern stuff, though. It is 6.1%, so keep that in mind. But I don't know, I quite like it. Gets to the point, has a nice looking can with a funky design. Yeah, not really much else to say about it other than that. I can't remember how much this is off the top of my head at Falmer Bar to buy a can of this, and I'm pretty sure we only sell the canned version of this drink. So, yeah. So don't quote me on what the price is. It probably is somewhere in the region of 3 to 360-ish quid, I think. Probably close to 360, but again, don't quote me on that, and by all means head to the bar when it reopens after the coronavirus thing, and yeah, check it out for yourself if you are interested in IPAs. So let's give it a whiff first and try and give ourselves a good first impression. Yeah, I can smell a bit of the citrusiness. Not too overpowering of a smell. Quite pleasant, actually. It's not too pungent, but it sort of leaves enough of an impression on you that you can tell kind of what it is. I can tell from the smell it's a simple citrusy IPA. So yeah, solid 8.5 out of 10 for the smell. So yeah, let's give it a taste and see what it's actually like. So bottoms up. It's quite interesting, actually. You do have to kind of sip it down, because it's not really something you can gulp down, so it's kind of just something you want to sort of like just sip and savour a bit. So immediately off the bat, I don't think it's really good enough for pre-drinks or having a sesh. It probably is good for, like, having with a meal, or relaxing with a drink after a hard day of work, or having a chat with an old friend over a couple of these bad boys. But no, it's nice. It's funny because it tastes a lot like a lager as well. It has the initial hit of flavour that a lot of IPAs do, where there's a bit of bitterness and you expect there to be that bit of kick at the back of the throat because of the hops and the barley and all that. But no, it's really not that strong, and I don't even know if there is one, to be honest, really. It's funny because it tastes kind of like a cross between an IPA and a lager, which I really wasn't expecting, because IPAs and lagers have a distinct taste from one another. Some are fairly close, like Open Gate Brewery's Citra IPA, that's probably pretty close to being a lager from being a Citra IPA. But this is quite interesting. Like, the texture feels kind of like a lager, even though it's slightly less fizzy than your regular beer that you find in a in a tap in a pub like Stellar or Amstel. And there is that tiny bit of bitterness at the back of the throat, but it doesn't like hit you. It sort of like smoothly rolls down the back of your throat, and it's sort of like just like, if you don't like that sort of bitter kick at the back of your throat, this is probably a good IPA for you. So yeah, this is quite interesting actually. There's quite a few dimensions to the flavour in this, and it's straightforward and simple enough that I feel like a lot of people who are looking to get into IPAs could really enjoy this. Especially if there's someone who tends to prefer lager or beer beforehand more so. So yeah, I would recommend this. This is actually pretty nice. I think probably the 8.35 out of 10 overall for the taste. I think that, hang on, maybe no. Yeah, I think an 8.35 actually. I think that is fair because it's good and it's well above average, and I would be more than happy to go out of my way to get myself a few cans of this in the future because it is really nice. But there's something about the sort of texture and the fizziness that sort of makes it hard to sort of really swallow it down. So even though it's very palatable, the taste is really well balanced. And there's not really anything major I can criticise about it at all. I do feel like it could be easier to go down and just have sort of a slightly smoother texture to it. Other than that, though, there's not really much to criticise about it. And like I said, the smell is nice, the taste overall is pretty damn good, and it's got a nicely designed can. So yeah, to Franklin's, well done. This is a solid IPA. 8.5 out of 10 for the smell, 8.35 out of 10 for the taste, and definitely, pardon me, definitely well recommended, and I'd say definitely a buy. I would be more than happy to go out of my way to buy myself a few of these in the future, so yeah. If you guys did like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you want to check out my other social medias and YouTube channels, I'll put them in the video description below. And if you have any future suggestions for episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar or any other kinds of videos you think might be relevant for this channel, leave them in the comments section below and I'll see what I can do. But I can't promise anything, but I'll have a crack. Anyway, until next time, wash your hands, stay safe, have fun, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.